It seems like a movie that would excite boring, closed-minded people with relatively little life experience. Sounds a lot like the average American. It would be one thing if teens and possibly people in their early 20s were ranting and raving over this, elevating EEAAO to a Gen Z cult classic, but there are grown-up adults and professional film critics acting like they haven't seen 20 films in the past 30 years. Ranging from Sliding Doors to The Butterfly Effect to The Matrix to Being John Malkovich to Donnie Darko or Eternal Sunshine. That did this before and did it more coherently. There is literally no reason on earth a 35-year-old or 60-year-old should be screaming, 10 stars, 7 Oscars, at a poorly executed mess of a multiverse film just because it tells rigid closed-minded people to stop and smell the roses, love their families, and stop hating gays. Furthermore, the sorts of people who need that message the most, who are 40 or 70 years old and are cold, meticulous, worrywarts caught up in the grind, or are workaholics who neglect their families and harshly judge anyone or anything different from what they knew as a small child, will hate this movie. See all the reviews that are worse than mine. 1 star, 3 stars. People literally referring to this as stupid and pointless, and I walked out of the theater in the middle. So the actual target audience this message would actually be worthwhile for is the least likely to get it. Not that there's much deep going to get about EEAAO unless you're in high school or early college and have never read books or seen movies. It was my brother who recommended I watch this movie. He said it's crazy, but every time he thought to stop watching it, something else would happen to hold his attention. That wasn't quite my experience, although I did stick with it to the end. I was also reminded of an almost identical experience some 20 years or so ago when a friend took me along with him to see a film he was raving about, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And that missed me by miles too when all that levitational martial arts stuff started.